just so much shit shooting out of the top, out of the crease where my hood closes. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, fuck, fuck. And I was screaming and yelling, and I finally just pulled into a gas station. It's 12:30, pouring rain, and I'm standing outside on the phone with AAA. They're arguing with me that I'm not a member anymore, and I'm just, if there was a gun there, I would have ended it. Like, it was horrible, horrible. I sat there, and then this old fucking fogey in a pickup truck, like not even like a tow truck, just like a pickup truck with like that weird crane on the end, shows up 40 minutes later. It's after 1 a.m. and me and Melissa get in his car, and he's towing us to the to the hotel. And I just remember she's like, so, it wasn't all bad, right? We had some fun. And I just wouldn't look at her. Just looking forward, pissed off. We finally get to, or I guess he took us back to the hotel afterward. He took my car to the shops. And the next morning I got a call from the guy, and he's like, hey, you dropped off the black Chrysler 300 last night real early in the morning? I was like, yeah, I did. How much is that going to run me to fix that? And he's like, yeah, no, we can do that. Unfortunately, your car was broken into last night. And the rear passenger window is shattered. We can put a new one in there, but we can't match the tint 100%. And I was like, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. I ended up spending $1,900 on my car to go to a fucking show that I didn't want to go to in the first place.
Shit.
I was livid. I had to, no, even more than that, $1,900 on my car, and I had to spend like an extra $400 to stay in the hotel for an extra 3 days while they got all the parts and made my car work again. It was horrible.
So
those must have been
how
great
close
days.
was the tint?
I didn't even leave the hotel room. We walked to Popeyes to get dinner at one point, because I was like, I'm not going back into Seattle. Fuck that city. Lived in St. Louis my whole life. Car's fine. Seattle for 2 days. Broken in.
How close was the tint?
I can still tell a difference. Like, my, whoever had my car before me illegally tinted it. Like, I had a cop pull me over once, clearly on nothing, and he took this little machine out, and they put it over the window, and it'll say, like, oh, this is whatever %. And he put it on there, and I had to act like I had no idea, where I was like, this is illegal, really? Like, even though I can't see out of it at night? Like, that's crazy. I couldn't believe it. And he put it in, and he put, like, the highest legal amount to match it, and it's still so much lighter. Oh, I hate Seattle. I'm never going back.
Oh, you should have told them to put the illegal shit in there. They always do it for me. I always tint them illegally. Like, whatever it is, like 97% or whatever, blocking stuff out. Like, whatever I'm like, what's the darkest thing you've got? And I'm like, yeah, that shit you put at the top of a windshield, which is an accent, put that everywhere.
I can't see out of my car when I back out at night, hardly. Like, and with my eyes, that's an awful combination of someone backing out with no vision, essentially. Like, not a good idea.
That is problematic.
The drug dealer who had my car before me.
You need a rear-facing camera so you can like see what's going on over there.
Do you have that in your Camaro?
No, I don't.
In your truck, then, probably, right?
Nope. I rented a car. The last 2 rental cars we've have had it, and I really like it. And Kitty's car has it, actually.
Notice he didn't ask me if the Tacoma has a rear-facing camera.
Yeah. Does your 1991 Tacoma have a rear-facing camera?
The aftermarket ones are like probably cheap, probably really cheap. I mean, if you think about it, like you could wire your own up incredibly cheap. It's nothing. Like that technology is
when
about
you
as cheap
wire
as it
your
gets.
own up, it's always like another thing to maintain. Like that's always been my experience. Like, all right, now I've got like a bare wire laced through the frame with zip tie that most of the time isn't an issue, but every so often I've got stuff in conduits, and I just feel like battery on my truck.
To make Ketel One Citron, we take the natural essential oils of the finest lemons and limes from across the globe and infuse them into our vodka. There are no artificial flavors allowed, ever. If you see any artificial flavor, sound this alarm immediately.
There's like, I don't know, 6 things attached to the battery that, like, between the winch, I have a fuse block in there.
Yeah.
I've got an air compressor under the hood, and I don't know what else. And it's just like, yeah, now for the rest of the life of this truck, there's just a little more shit to deal with.
You get an air compressor.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool. It's come in really handy.
Is there any way to like run that into the engine and have some sort of make it like a supercharger?
I don't know.
You, like flip the switch. That Tacoma.
When you go off-roading, like if you can imagine, look at this, I have a watch, right? If this is a rock and you have a really firm round tire, then it just kind of skids against it. But if you deflate it, then the tire can grip it a little better. I don't know if this is working. And,
Pretty well.
And kind of get like a nice little grip that helps it get on top. And so when you go off-roading, you deflate your tires to like 8 psi. But then when you're ready to go home, fill them up again. So I have an air compressor under the hood.
Yeah, that drive you made from Idaho to Seattle, I made the opposite of that before. That is the most... Jesus, there's nothing out there. I remember just flat fields, full of some crop. I don't even know what it was.
From Seattle to Idaho?
Yeah.
Windy?
I don't remember any wind. I just remember it was so boring that like I was like... I got outside the car and like sat on the hood while we drove down. There's this long flat stretch of road that went on as far as the eye could see, and I got up on the hood of the truck and we got up to like 60 miles an hour, and I'm like riding up there for a while. I was climbing out the windows Dukes of Hazzard style and getting on the roof and sitting up there and
I
like...
used to do that as a teenager.
There's fucking nothing in Idaho until you get to Boise in South. Like you drive in just like you said, a barren wasteland of nothing and desert. Then you go up a mountain range and down a mountain range, and then you're in the valley where Boise is. And then if you keep driving, you go back up the mountain range, back down in this valley, and then you're back into nothing.
Yeah, I flew out of Boise back to Atlanta, made my buddies drive the car the rest of the way on their own.
From Boise to Atlanta?
Yeah, well, see, so they drove from Atlanta to Seattle and picked my ass up, and then we went from there down to Oregon, and then it was the time for the journey home. Well, I was like, well, just drop me off in fucking Idaho, and I'll see you guys next week. Let them fucking drive back. I don't like those long road trips. I've made a bunch of them, and they don't get better as you go. Every time I do it, I'm just like, why did we do this fucking again? This is awful.
It's not fun. I mean, I had to do that drive pretty recently from Boise to St. Louis, which is not as far as Boise to fucking Atlanta.
Yeah.
Horrible. But like you're okay when you're driving through scenic areas, but when you have to drive the entire length of Wyoming and Nebraska in a 2-day stretch, there's fucking nothing in either of those states. Wyoming is hilly Nebraska, and Nebraska is just Kansas.
We had so many pictures from Oregon, so many pictures from Washington State, so many pictures from all these places on the way. But you get to like when they went through those states, and I'm like flipping through the phone. I'm like, what happened between Michigan and the West Coast? There's nothing. Like once they got past those bullshit flats like Nebraska or whatever, they're like we're at Mount St. Helens taking pictures, you know, we're up on mountaintops pretending like we're mountain climbers, you know, because it's like a cliffhanger like visual effect where it looks like you're on the edge of a precipice, but really you
Oh my god, I've got a story. Your old, like, ruining a bathroom by shitting story that popped back in my head, and I remember there. So, you're driving through Wyoming. It's almost like Australia, where you drive through this, like, last gas station for 230 miles. And I'm like, alright, well, I'm like, 3/4 of a tank, so I'm not rich in this, so I pull in, and as I'm filling up, I just get that, like, problem in my stomach. I'm like, I gotta take a shit right now. Right now. So I go in, I ask the bathroom, the guy says that you have to buy something in his shop to use the bathroom, not just gas. So I like grab a 5-hour energy, pay $3, and then I just shuffle off with my like stiff-legged, gotta shit walk. And it was this horrible little bathroom, disgusting, awful, like gross. And I go in and I take the foulest shit of my life in this guys. This isn't like an Amco or a Texaco station. This is some dude's gas station. And I just be foul. And then I wash my hands, go back to flush it, and it's a no-go. It won't launch. You know, it'll flush and it rises. And I learned before that, you know, it lowered another ½ inch, and I'm like, I'm not going to flush this again.
Flush it again.
So I just quickly walked out of this bathroom. I was the only one at the gas station. And he was like, anything else I can help you? All right, no, I'm good. And so I just quickly walked out of the gas station, got in my car, unloaded the pump, and just drove off as quickly as possible, knowing that that guy probably walked in there 20 minutes later, just like, oh, God damn it! A ruined bathroom, just a big bowl full of rancid shit that I needed to deal with. But I was well on my way then. So.
It doesn't top
so
it.
bad.
If anything, it under it. But so we're driving from Florida to Winter, and I'm sick. Right? There's something wrong with my belly. I think I had like gravy or chicken or something like that. Fast food gravy. It's a risk,
good stuff.
right? Maybe cream soup. I don't know. But my belly is bad, and I'm just barely making it to the gas station. Everybody was then we pull in there, and I just go straight for the bathroom.
This fist will pay me handsomely for your
I
hand.
managed to hold out like the next 90 seconds, and someone comes out. I sit there, and
Bombs away!
it's a nightmare. It smells so bad that I can hardly take my own smell. It is
Like air around you is warming up.
it's horrific. I've never done it since.
It's so bad
prior to
you're
that.
Like,
It's like I almost want to throw up from my own stink, which typically I'm tolerant to, because everyone likes their own
Radio
recipe.
Z, throw!
And I go and I spend like an
You
extra long
won't.
time on the toilet making
Hey.
sure that there is but the smell goes away. And there's a guy like out there. There's 2 stalls. There's a guy standing there just waiting to come in. And my favorite part of
a
the
lot
story.
of people get shit at McDonald's.
I guess so. So I leave the stall, and the guy walks in, and he does one of these. He comes in and goes, and he backs away and doesn't enter the stall because the odor was so bad. He just, I guess he let it. But
He went and shit in the floor somewhere. He's like, fuck that.
I don't know what process happens in the human body that can create such a nightmare. Bad odor.
I know. I made myself. I was really like. I guess it was my freshman year of college in the dorm. I was super hungover one like Sunday morning or something. And I went to the bathroom, like turned the shower on. It wasn't a big shower with the curtain. It was just like you close the door and it's a little cubicle shower with a glass door, so it seals pretty tight. And I got the water all hot. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and I let out a fart, and it was so thick and meaty and just earthy, just horrific, that I
God.
made myself throw up from my own fart smell in the shower. I just farted, and I was like, oh, that feels better, and I was like, oh, just threw up. I just stomped down little chunks of whatever the fuck I was eating the night before through the little grate on the bottom.
Yeah.
I never understand when people are like, oh, I like to smell my own farts. No, it repulses me.
They don't have your same diet.
Showers have
They don't.
showers have a magnifying effect on smells too. I read the scientific explanation on
Yeah.
I read the scientific explanation on the internet.
Then you've got sort of a convection current created by the hot water down there and the cold air above.
You're right, but in particular, like I think methane combines with the water molecules in the air and turns into something awful than it was previously. It's so bad.
We should
I don't know.
myth bust that.
Bad when you fart and create a new molecule. How many rads are you taking over there, Jim? I just had a bean burrito. It's fucking awful.
When was
I would stay at my girlfriend's house, and in the morning she would always wake up before me, and she'd be in the bathroom like doing her makeup, and in the morning I have to take a colossal shit because I've spent the whole, if I'm at her house and the night before we're like up partying and drinking and eating and like I eat a lot at night, so in the morning it's time to go. And so this would happen repeatedly where I would get to the bathroom and there she is like standing there and I'm like, I need to use the bathroom. But she's just like stepping away for like 30 seconds or something. And in my head, I'm thinking like, don't you know? Don't you know I got shit? Come on, like you know I'm not like, you know I shit, right? Like I think we all know that. Like don't you know? Like when she'd be like, oh, you back down in there? And I'm just like, I'm just not gonna give a shit. I just can't shit, and I have to so bad. So I like make an excuse. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Target and get some socks, grab some keys. I'll stay here a couple extra days. That's a good excuse. And I was, and so I. It was gonna be bad. I knew it's so bad that as I'm shitting, like as it's like shitting, I flush mid shit so that some of it just goes straight down the pipe. Like I don't want it to be in the room at all.
Yeah,
I want it going from butt to sewer as fast as possible.
Right.
So mid shit, I'm flushing, and it's right. It helps a lot with the smell. But even then, I feel like I've got to wait until like she's meditating or she's like watching a movie or something, and I know I've got like a long period of time, so I had to go to Target. So I go into Target, and I ruined it. I remember it just smelled so bad, and I knew it was gonna smell bad. So like I preemptively get like a bunch of toilet tissues ready. Like I'm like, all right, this is one wipe, and I put it in my pants, and they're like around my ankles. I'm like, you know. Wipe 2, put that down. Then I'm like, oh, this is at least a 3 wiper. And I get them already, so that when I finally start shitting and that room starts smelling like, I don't know, the whole bowl of guacamole I ate the night before, plus the medium meat lovers pizza, plus like that pepperoni stick I just had to have from the gas station. Like I want to be able to like get out of there ASAP. I don't like shitting in public places at all. I can count the times I've done it.
You know what? My bidet it doesn't matter what kind of poop you have. You exit that thing better than shower. You've just pressure washed your hiney at the end of this thing. Also, if you run the a mild warm water pressure wash, but still, this is
like 40 psi.
Don't be scared. You'll be good. And beyond that, it takes like an extra second, right? So like if you normally use the toilet, the little fan that runs, it's evacuating the air that's running, but you might leave and turn the fan off knowing that it's just 80% better than what it could have been. But if you have another 60 seconds of the day to handle your business, then the air in there.
I leave that fan on. When I leave the bathroom,
come on.
Yeah, I leave that fan on when I leave the bathroom, and I hope that no one's gonna be like, you're finally out.
I put a little bit of soap in the sink and turn the water on, let it soap up, and then it smells like raspberry tart.
I've done that.
I don't know the strategies. There's
I
a candle.
I went in the shower and like poured it like in the shower door and then flashed it in the shower head. Like, yeah. Vanilla. All right, that's good. Whatever you can do.
Some of our
I've got
bathrooms
a good
have a
time.
Yankee candle, which is a nice two-piece. It's a nice two-piece because one, it burns the methane and like handles, like just burning it will, and then it like the Yankee throws or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I tell my story first?
You go for it, man.
So, sometime around 8th or 9th grade, I didn't know it, but my friend started smoking pot. And so, that meant they started carrying lighters, and they went through this phase. When everyone had the car, they were spending time without But they went through this phase. Whenever someone had to fart, they would light it on fire, and they became like this coordinated team, right? Like if you're near a bed or something, a guy would like, you're like, all right, gotta go, and he'd like jump on the bed on his back, knees up. The other guy would hit the lighter like right by his anus, and you'd get a puff of flame. Have you guys ever done that?
I've seen it, but I never wanted fire around my genitals. Well,
Yeah, I've seen
never
it,
did
never
it.
tried it.
So, like, they did this, and like, that's it. I even did it once or twice, but I wasn't quite like that. Like,
Dabble.
yeah, I would bend over and they'd light it. I never hit the missionary position like the pros would, but and then they might do that if there was no bed here, like maybe we're outside. But forget what their code word was. They like had a thing.
Fire in the hole.
That would be perfect. I like that. But I don't think that was it. But yes, and they'd be like, all right, go time, and they'd like race to a bedroom, light the thing on fire, and it would be pretty much odorless. It was just expelled. It was done. It was burned. And then one day, I wasn't there for this, but some chick farted, and I don't know what the scoop is. I don't know if it's girl related or what, but there was like a fat trap, and it burnt her hiney, and they didn't.
Well, I've seen YouTube videos where the guy's like pubic hair catches on fire, or his ass hair catches on fire. I'm not real hairy back there, but I know from my pornography experience, I've seen some guys are just a forest back there. I imagine that Taylor is.
I out of control. I shave my genitals down there, but it's just an island of no hair and just a thicket everywhere else. Just out of control. So,
I imagine that if Taylor lit a fart, his ass would ignite. It'd be like, get me out! Like there would be hair on fire.
This
too
was
risky.
through
Sicilians
jeans.
can't be fucking with farting into a lighter.
This was through jeans in this case. They didn't take their clothes off.
Oh, that's even worse. Then his pubic hair is on fire in his pants, where he can't get to them.
That's an issue. It's like an underground coal fire.
People, yeah. People see you burning, but they don't understand. It's like when those people are in an alcohol fire at the racetrack. That you're burning alive, but no one can understand. That's what that would be like. Your whole asshole is just melting. Can you imagine third-degree burns on your asshole? Like, just explaining that. Where do they take the graft from? That's generally where they take the skin from, is your ass. You burn your ass, you're fucked.
Like, take some forehead skin, put it on your butthole. Well, I got a little out of control. I got a good shit story. I almost wanted to save this one for PKA, but this can be a Patreon exclusive.
Do not seek death.
So, I went fly fishing. I've mentioned that before with my dad this past year, and it was just us two and the guide, and it was just this dude in his truck. He picked us up, drove us to Eastern Oregon, and did a whole day of fly fishing. We got there, I get out, and I felt like a rumbling in my stomach in the car on the way there, and I was like, just weather this storm and get through it, and then you can hold it till you get home tonight. And so I got through it, thought it was gonna be okay. We're fly fishing for like 3 hours. Then we go to have lunch, and he brought some like sandwiches that were soggy and gross. And so we were sitting there eating, and I just suddenly got the urge of like, if I don't get to a bathroom, I'm gonna shit my fucking pants, right? And this guy's waiters. and so I told him, I'm like, I really have to go to the bathroom. Can you drive me to that outhouse 3/4 of a mile away? And I just met this guy. The guy's like, yeah, sure. You want to wait till we're done eating? And I'm like, no, right now. I need you to get me in that truck, and we need to drive there. And my dad's like, all right, I'll wait here. We start walking up there, and I got so much closer to this guy than I should have for a day of fly fishing, where I was like, honestly, man, like keep in mind, I just met this guy. He's just showing us how to fly fish. I've known him for 2.5 hours. Like, honestly, man, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Like, would you mind if I just went and shat in the bushes right there? Just went and took a shit. And he's like, honestly, dude, it's like 3/4 of a mile down the road here. I think you can make it. I get up to his door, like the car door, about to open it, and I'm like, dude, like, is it right there? You said that it's 3/4 of a mile. Is it right over that hill? And he's like, it's right over that hill. I'm like, all right, I can do it. I'm gonna shit my fucking pants. So I'm just sitting there taking a shit, and he's like in his car, but it's facing me, so he's just like pretending to be on his phone in the middle of fucking Oregon where he has no service. So I'm just shitting there. There's no toilet paper, so I have to take off the waders as I'm like sitting there with a just swamp ass poopy butthole, and take off one of my socks and just make do. Just like put it on my hand like a mitten. with the poopy sock, throw it away, just have a wet foot the rest of the day. It was horrible. And then the ride back was the most uncomfortable thing of my life, where I got back in. He's like, you feeling better? I'm like, oh, you know how it is. And then just there. We didn't, like, he would come up behind me and, like, show me how to cast later in the day, and it was almost so uncomfortable of, like, you know what I've done. But there was no sink in that shitty little
Magic is gone.
Oh, it was
My dad was hunting, and I wasn't with him on this trip. I went with him almost every evening, but this particular time he went alone, and he had to shit. So he shits in the woods, and he takes it. I was like, "What'd you do for toilet paper or whatever?" And after this, I swear to God, and I bet it's still true right now, he has a roll of toilet paper in that truck. He always has a roll of toilet paper in that truck
None
now.
can
Because what he had to
stand
do
against
was,
the serpent
he wore
lords.
like whitey tighties at the time. Since he's progressed on to boxer shorts, but he tore them into strips. He tears these things into, and he's like, "All right, I think we might have enough here." and he uses underwear to wipe his ass. I remember because I had to ask him. I was like, "Wipe your ass with," you know, because he's like, "I had to go. It was awful. It was awful. Your mama's cooking."
Have you ever tried to wipe your ass with a slightly damp sock?
No.
It's about as useful as Anne Frank's trumpet. Just
Smeared.
awful.
You're not getting it.
It doesn't smear correctly.
Because she had to hide? Is that why?
Because she couldn't make noise, or she'd be killed for being a Jew. Yeah,
You know, in the unedited version of Anne Frank's diary, she talks a lot about masturbation.
I've heard that.
Read that too.
I read some of the missing passages. Apparently, she went through what is very normal sort of growing up in self-discovery, but, you know.
In an act. Yeah.
It's but knowing that her father published this thing later on, it's a little uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, I guess.
No, he published it without the masturbating stuff.
Yes, but he had to edit it out. He had to be like, "Okay, we'll take the clitoris part out."
Yeah. She describes, like, basically what her junk looks like while sitting, while standing, while spreading, you know, and just self-discovery.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't fucking diary. I don't think she expected that shit to get published.
Poor thing.
All right? Like,
Do you remember
she's
having to
somewhere like, "Fuck you all, that was my shit." Like, my diary. Like, name one girl on the planet who's okay with one other person reading their diary.
They
When
say
publish
I
her-
exploit my kids for money. For fuck's sake, you don't see Hope's diary on my channel.
right?
That's true. It's Mr. Frank who deserves the brunt of this.
If you really think about it, I wonder if he profited from that, or if that was just him. If he was doing it from a.
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of kids.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It wasn't you.
Oh Jesus! I didn't see where you guys were going. I was last to catch on. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of good came from people understanding like what the other side was really like. The other side is
I wonder how she even experimented and did shit like that. Like, it's my understanding
while
that she was
hiding in a
an
dressing
addict.
room.
Hello? So, Cindy, you're probably gonna be a bit upset about this, but Nate already told you that he leveled to 21 and I'm 25. Hello, why aren't you grinding your character to catch up with us then? Oh, you are? Hey, aren't you in a dungeon zone right now? I feel like you're in a dungeon zone right now. Wailing Cabins? Oh my god, it's fucking so quiet. Come on. How do I...
To target something first.
How do I, add you? I mean, how do I add you?
I need
How
a
do I,
target.
invite to group? There we go. Wow, why'd you decline my group invitation? Hello? Why are you just doing dungeons without us?
Because you fucking grinded to level 25 and shit.
Hello? So we can still do dungeons together.
Oh, but I don't think there are any fucking level 17 to 25 dungeons.
Hello, I'm pretty sure there are.
First.
I guess you have to grind to like level 20, right? Hello, I'm sure there's like a level 15 to 25 dungeon.
Yeah, and then once you level up once,
I guess I am about to level up too, huh? Oh, there is a fucking Wind Rider Master here. Okay. I'm gonna head to the Wailing Cabins. I wonder if I can solo those now, actually. Where's a bunch of... I have a bunch of quests for the Wailing Cabins, which you're currently doing. Oh, there's an ancient thing. I found an ancient of war.
Target. The coils of death will crush you.
I went for a 1 hour walk in the rain.
I can't loot that right now.
This is fucking
I can't
raining. It's
loot that
nice.
right
It's like to
now.
go outside. Hello, get to the crossroads faster, please. The sludge fan. Isn't there like a sludge fan Hearthstone card? Gold road. The inventory is quite hot. After this social stuff, I guess. So why don't you want to fucking join me? Why don't you join me?
Inventory is full.
Because I'm fucking right.
I don't have a target.
Alright, that might be good for the maid.
I can't carry anymore.
Hello, tits. I want a Grange too.
You will never wake the dreamer.
What are you talking about? Hello, I can play if I want. Because you're bad and you bailed on us at like fucking 12 a.m. Hello. I'm gonna head to these fucking whaling cabins. Listen, I get a really good chest plate for doing the whaling cabins though. How do you see what level zones it in? I can 100% do the whaling cabins with you. What are you on about? If you like out level to a certain point, can you just not do that dungeon anymore? Because I'm pretty sure you can still do it, right? It's just a case of like I'd be like over leveled, so we'd be bopping it, and it wouldn't be fun. So it's actually just that you're being pedantic about it. Oh my god.
Hello, Echo now.
You're actually just being fucking pedantic about it. You actually don't know, but you made up some like bullshit about like, oh, too high level.
I am making up myself.
No, that's not how it works. Because you can people talk about fucking soloing dungeons and shit all the time. You can enter a dungeon at any level and do the dungeon at any level. It's just, the only concern would be I get to too high of a level to the point where I'm just like one-banging people, and that means that it's not fun for you guys because I'm just like carrying you through the entire dungeon and you're not getting any fun experience with like one-banging. But I'm pretty sure I'm not at that level yet. Because I went in here when I was like level 20 or 21 or so. Or like, no, it was like after you left, so it's probably like 22 or so. and I fucking struggled to kill a single mob, and I was like, no, yeah, I'm gonna leave. And by struggled, I mean I took a few hits. A few more hits than usual. Sydney, this was the dungeon that we were gonna do. Oh my god, as well. I found this last night. I was like, oh shit, this is fucking cool. This is the dungeon that we should do as a group tomorrow. And then you fucking go ahead and just do it with another group, Sydney. Hello? Well, that's what you get for fucking being a pussy and not playing.
It's too far away.
Hello? Where's the entrance to this fucking dungeon? I can probably solo this shit. Hopefully. Shouldn't it be in this fucking hill? What the fuck? Oh, where's the entrance to this fucking dungeon?
Target. Inventory has food.
Oh, suddenly there's Oasis Snapjaws here?
I don't have a target.
What the fuck is this dungeon? It was like right in front of me last night. There it is, holy shit.
I need a target.
What was I looking at? I didn't fucking see that. Timmy just doesn't want to raid with me. And by raid I mean do a dungeon. Sydney, why do you hate me?
I can't carry anymore.
We should do the dungeon under Orgrimmar. Because that one's got like level 19 range mobs, you know? I'm gonna go destroy the heart of the fucking forest in another quest I have to do. Also, Sydney, it's kind of not our fault that the both me and 8 leveled super fast. It's like not really our fault, because we both accidentally entered quest lines that had like, you know those quest lines that have like,
You know what you can do? You can stop during the quest.
Yeah, but why would we stop doing it? It's like, you know the quest lines that have like 20 quests in them and each one gives 40 experience and you can do like 5 of those quests in like 10 minutes? It was one of those quest lines and we kind of just like both accidentally entered it. Nate, I think, was doing a story, one that was very fucking story based. Oh god. Where's Nate? He's seen Star Wars, but can he get home so we can play WoW?
Victorious fool.
Wonder if I'll see you in this dungeon. Cindy would rather be in a group with randoms than a group with his friends. What's wrong with you, Sydney?
I can't carry anymore.
Hello, Tidney, you act like these dungeons was fucking pointless to do it with me. Like, oh my fucking god, I actually despise you right now. It took like 8 years to kill a single fucking mob. Yeah, probably is who's in the fucking tank, so why don't we go into a party and help each other out?
Because I'm already in a fucking group.
Just leave it!
I'm in the middle of the dungeon.
And then you're not G and be like, oh, I don't really want to do the dungeon again. Oh, fuck having fun with my friends. I'd much rather do it with randoms because I'm salty.
What a breeze. Go
Goddess bless you. Go in peace.
victorious fool.
What brings you here?
Alright, Sydney. When you're done with that, we're coming back. You're coming back and we're fucking doing it. I guess we should just wait until Nate gets back, actually, to do this shit. Oh, I have to walk all the way back to the crossroad. Oh wait, I have a fucking hostage now. Ruffle. You can only mount the hot steed outside. Oh my. Once Nate gets on, we'll just do Wailing Caverns, whatever. So Tidney, on average, how many... What am I fucking calling you Tidney, actually? On average, how many spells am I going to be needing to cast when I'm tanking? Look up a guide. Okay, my question is, do you use your entire hotbar plus the other pages worth of spells? You know? was like, Nate Brown noticed last night there were like 4 pages worth of spells, you know? 5 actually. So I was just wondering, like, do we use all of those? Use 2 of them? Oh, fuck. I see why you got a mouse with 12 buttons on it now. There's holy shit, Sydney. That's a lot of fucking buttons. I'm actually so glad this game doesn't really have like a true boss travel, you know? It adds so much immersion. I guess that's what the airships kind of do, though. They kind of fast travel you across continents, but it would be pretty boring otherwise.
I am awake at last.
I can't carry anymore.
I'll be right back.
What now? Power time. I'm listening. Trust no one.
What's going on in here? Sounds like I
Speak quickly. Victory for Sylvanus. Hello.
This had better be good.
I'm back. On the way.
Remember, patience.
It's hard to bunny hop when you're on a horse. Take me to Nuzzlehook. Oh, listen, you have explored the entire Barrens now? Or almost the entire Barrens, actually. Or Northern Barrens, actually. See, why do you hate me? Oh, you've made it quite clear that you dislike me a lot when we play this game. Where are the RP chat channels? Oh my god. So did you know that Kodos shoot lightning? I guess War Kodos shoot lightning. Anyway, there's this big ass War Kodo that I rode into like a battle and it shot lightning everywhere. god. Oh god. Getting over to do those quests is gonna be a fucking pain in the ass now. Fuck. Oh god. Alright.
I am forsaken.
Yes.
Beware. Our enemy is abound.
GTL? Gambling, tinkering, and what? I took off before he got to tell me.
It's too far away.
Hello? Why is there no hotkey for mounting? Oh. Well, I already need pretty much my entire keyboard's worth of hotkeys in this game, so I guess I'm just not gonna do that. Oh, so you like go up, you like tab up and down the pages? Oh, right. Okay.
What do you require?
I'm about to finish exploring the Barrens. I'm probably gonna get like 20 more quests to do in the process.
I am forsaken. Beware the living.
And he's doing dungeons without his friends. So then you realize if you wanted to grind up to our level, you could just quest like we did. Like we didn't do dungeons and shit without you. We just did quests completely independent of each other.
Well, dungeoning
Make
is
solo.
more efficient.
Oh, but it's not as fun.
That's not true.
What's it? Oh, achievement earned? Oh yeah, yeah. I did just get the achievement for exploring everywhere in the Barrens.
Good for you.
Tidney is upset that I'm better at this.
So yeah, I like FPSs. What can I say? There's nothing like the rush of hunting people down and killing them. I mean, my heart's beating.
You can't even argue that I'm not better because I've leveled faster and this guy's probably just inviting me to do it because I'm best tank anyway.
So yeah, I like
oh, apparently I'm
FPSs.
oh, this one just gave me a motor of being
Like the rush of
Rexall.
hunting people down and killing them. I mean, my heart's beating. My heart's beating. My hands are shaking. My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots. Like, boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. I'm still getting the headshots. Like, boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. I'm still getting the headshots. Like, boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. I'm still getting the headshots. Like, boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. I'm still getting the headshots. Like, boom, headshot.
I'm the king of the ring when I'm in the arena, cause I'm beating everybody like when I beat Tina. I can throw down with the campus mentality. The clouds wouldn't stop till your whole camp's reality. Sticky bombs flying all over the place. If I find your body, you know I'm pumping your face. Done walking with my heavy machine gun. The words on your screen, you were killed by Z1. Yeah, come and run my direction. I don't give a damn if you got double protection. It's a fatal attraction. I'm white fatality, place Quake and not red faction. Posted on a rock, sniper rifles in hand. Your forehands in sight, all according to plan. Breathe wrong, homie, and you might get caught. Everybody in the room gonna hear what I got, cause it's a
coming on the baby girl. Necessary to be wearing, you should be afraid of us. Got you in the sight of my life. Better take a look around before your head explodes. Taking the show on the road, see the victims line up. Better watch where you go, or your mind can shut up. Better pack your grenade if you step into us. I'm frantic creature with the body, see I'm piling up. I take a real kid pleasure out of watching them fall. Rockin' to grenades, I shot a free for all. About to whip out my sickness, give my opinion. Climb up to the top and start snapping at your best friend. It takes 10 men to stop me, here I'm coming. In the battle mode, I keep on running and gunning. Tell us if you dare, y'all better be scared. Don't care if you respond, I still be careful not to be there with them.
Hit your 9-3 chumps in the line.
Wait, I'm low on ammo, but I still got my 9. Need to reach a high level for I'm truly effective.
Killing off pros and noobs, not selective.
True goddamn, hey, I'm ready to go.
Sticky bombs in my hand, pop tops and throw. Yo, my railgun's cracking everyone in my sector. Smash with the blitz on the map. Brain matter will splatter all according to fate.
Yeah, there's no doubt, look like they found my landmine.
It's all good, now I got my snipe sights line. This is easy like aiming at Tyra Banks.
Take a shot, go back, and then take it down tanks.
I really have to turn this in all the way over there. Holy shit. This is the most awesome quest I've ever done.
Yeah. Be Bear Zealous 1.
Yo, Hot Speed.
Turn around. Whoops.
What
Too
the?
late.
Oh, yeah. Headshot. Rexar's ally, Murderer.
So yeah, like FPS's, what can I say? There's nothing like the rush of hunting people down and killing them. I mean, my heart's beating, my hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots like
when I'm in the arena, cause I'm beating everybody like when I beat Tina. I can throw down with the campus mentality. The gloves wouldn't stop till your whole camp's reality. Sticky bombs flying all over the place. If I find your body, you know I'm humping your face. Duck walking with my heavy machine gun. The words on your screen, you were killed by Z1. Yeah, come and run my direction. I don't give a damn if you got double protection. It's a fatal attraction. I'm white fatality, place point and not red faction. Posted on the rock side, rifle in hand. Your war hands in sight, all according to plan. Read wrong, homie, and you might get caught. Everybody in the room's gonna hear what I got, cause it's a
every gun, coming to the baby girl. Necessary to be wearing, you should be afraid of her. Got you in the sight of my life. Better take a look around before your head explodes. Taking the show on the road, see the victims line up. Better watch where you go, or your mind can shut up. Better pack your grenade if you step into us. I'm frantic creature with the body, see I'm piling up. I take a real. So yeah, I like FPS's, what can I say? There's nothing like the rush. Keep down and killing them. I mean, my heart's beating, my hands are shaking. My hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting. I'm still getting the headshots.
What were you saying? Like he was fighting along Sylvanas and Gara to kill a bunch of orcs and kill a bunch of turn into undead. He's fucking weird. I think Nate accidentally stumbled through. Oh, when are we doing Nate walking? So good thing you just hit level 20 was I'm about to hit level 26. Jimmy has a level 46 character and yet he complains about more spells.
Well, I'm about to read it.
This guy's really tough, man. Hello, these caravans aren't even getting attacked. Why do I need to escort them? Oh my god, these fucking Source Coders that aren't even getting attacked! Why do people use Coders for transportation and they're fucking slow as hell? It's a new quest! Go, mighty hawk steed. What a shitty looking mount, actually. Vreed one! Oh, you just have to have the game? Yeah, I just have to have... Are you seriously? Oh yeah, I have... So then you get Lady Le... Oh, I guess you already have Lady Legion, huh? Oh yeah, I think it is, yeah. Blizzard's so fucking good at like getting people who are only interested in playing one of their games to play all of them. I started playing Hearthstone because of fucking Overwatch. I got a card back for it, and I'm like, Hearthstone's really the only Blizzard game I care about, so I guess I better make use of this card back. And now I'm playing WoW because of Hearthstone. Yeah. Like constant cross promotion. Says that Genji here is installed cross promotion, which we should do. Why is it so fucking like red up here? Why would it be red? Oh, cool, another boss. Hello, this is part of the Northern Barrens. It said I can discover the entire Northern Barrens. There's a fucking glowing crystal here. Oh, this thing, I found a fucking burning blaze ritual. Victor, oh god. Oh hell yeah! Better weapon, boys! Get that extra 0.6 damage per second. That's actually a pretty fucking big increase. Oh, hello. Fucking idiot. He killed the guy who's supposed to be protecting it at like 1 damage and really fast. What the hell? That's too high. That's not how Ghost is fucking. That's not how fucking goes. It's like, I'll make it through for me. Oh yeah. It was not.
I'm like following Sylvanas right now in the Undercity, and I'm in a dungeon.
Was Nate accidentally? No, there's no way he was doing a dungeon because at the time he was level 14. There's no way he was doing a dungeon, dude. I think it's just some big ass story quest. You know they have like main storyline quests, right? I think okay, that's cool. So you know, you just like, oh, you have this one-handed weapon that's like the base sword, but I'm gonna do this like blue weapon. Blue is rare, right? It's like a rare weapon. White. I think it's gray, actually. But like, what the fuck? It's a blue weapon, but it's two-handed, so I can't wield it. It's a better weapon, but it's shitty. Because it's not a big ass sword anymore, it's a tiny fucking sacrificial dagger. But it's just it's an objectively better weapon. It's 6 more DPS. I need to finish this one fucking quest I have so that I actually need to finish that quest so badly, honestly. That gives me a godly sword. I'm gonna shoot people with my fucking. What is this now? Spiral barrage. Oh shit, this thing. Tab. Pressing the wrong fucking button.
None can stand against the Serpent Lords.
Why are you in Undercity signals? I did it. Alright, Pepper, that. But it's a two-handed weapon. And my inventory's full. Okay, got some useless garbage there. Souvenir shall not fall. Get it, please, it's a data item. Wait, no, I was gonna sell you a shop with a bunch of useless shit, but I haven't. I should really learn to use the fucking I should really learn my like cooking skills and shit, you know? Oh wait, I don't have a ring, do I? You have more than one ring equipped anyway, okay. Shit. There we go. That was a weapon I've been using, right? Wait. Oh, what's higher DPS with attacks boss? It gives like slightly less attack. No, it's 2 stamina versus 1 strength and 1 stamina. I have all these fucking recipes, which probably like the puzzle things. I believe that's a quest off. I don't use mana, so just sell. I guess I could give my mana shit to you, actually. I would imagine. I still need blood and thunder. Oh, Moonblade. I can go to Moonblade. Holy shit. Isn't that an alliance zone? Oh, so it is Alliance? Isn't Moonblade home of the Nelfs? Isn't that why Druid has Moonblade Portal? Smoke said it starts to burn if I don't fire it off frequently, you know what I mean? Rough. Fucking tell me to shut up, so carry me on your tank. You know, if you be too big of a dick to me again, then what I can do is I can just throw a fucking DPS to you. Hello? Those things are allowed to hit me, but I'm not allowed to hit. What the fuck is this shit? I'm gonna. Dude! This is fucking shit as fuck! Okay, release spirit, I guess. What the fuck? There's some serious bullshit, actually. Oh fuck, you can walk on water while you're dead. Holy shit. I got bopped because of it. But I just bop me like that, actually.